Hello everyone, this is Jamie. I want to welcome you to my channel. I'm happy to have you here. And as a disclaimer, this is an adult coloring channel. This is not intended for children, so if you are 18 or younger, or under 18, I apologize. If you could please leave the channel, that would be greatly appreciated. I was tagged in the 5 books I would take to quarantine by lovellascoloring, and I think it's an awesome idea. I was thinking about this whole idea, and yes, we're kind of in a quarantine, but I didn't really want to show the books that I had been doing or kind of so forth. I was thinking, okay, if it was a true quarantine, I wouldn't have to worry about my kids bugging me all the time. So I could just color. So I picked some books that I would technically be in quarantine for a long period of time and would keep me busy and entertained. So that's what I kind of went for. And I'm going to tag 3 people. And if you have already been tagged, I apologize. I looked through your videos and I didn't see that you had already been tagged. But if you have been, I'm sorry. I'm going to be tagging T's World of Adult Coloring, so my girl T, and Grace from Grace's World of Adult Coloring, and KP Colors. So I'd love to see your guys's 5 books in quarantine. And this originated from the influenced colorist. I believe lovellascoloring told me it was from her original tag. So let's get started. The first one I chose was this one, and this one I actually have been working in the quarantine right now. This is Coloring Kawaii Mandala Magic, because you can't go wrong with cutesy and kawaii. Cutesy kawaii mandalas. So yeah, this one you can get on, it was on Etsy. I don't think you can get it anymore, but I have, I messaged Dani, or I sent her a thing on Instagram, and she was talking about making a second volume of this, so it will be really cool if that happens. But I'll just kind of show you. This is a blotter page that she's included on the front that you could take out, and this is sample like test pages. And I've just been kind of going in order pretty much, but I haven't done this pig page, but as you can see, they're just cutesy type of images, mandala, because they're in a circular pattern. Yeah, just fun. Ice creams, so cute, stress-free, and the paper's really thick, and I actually like using the Bic ultra fine intensity markers on this because they do really well. Any kind of fine marker I think would do really well on this, and your gel pens. If you like pencil, you could do pencils too. And she gives you like this little test. If you want to do some swatches for this page, you could do that too. That is my first one. The second one I chose was this one. Sorry, shaky desk. And the reason why I chose this one is because it is a very, very thick book. And since there are so many artists in this book, it's very diverse and there's lots of different things you can color. And I figured if I was in quarantine, I would get bored of doing the same style day in and day out. So I think that this would be an excellent thing to take into quarantine. And it's really thick, as you can see. And I'll just kind of, so I've done, so there's like a fairy, hummingbird. I did this one with just alcohol markers and Bics and stuff like that. There's some words. This one's cute with a little animals. And I've done that one with gel pen. There's a girl. It's just a design I did with gel pen and markers. But there's some very intricate mandalas in here. So you can actually fit any kind of day, honestly. And if you were stuck in quarantine during Christmas time, there's Christmas stuff in here too. There's a beautiful girl. And it says who the artist is here and what the title is of the picture. So this is Magical Beauties by Christina McAllister. Puppy. Just lots of different things. Lots of different styles. Easy, hard. And they're all single-sided. And so this is just chock full. And this one I did just for fun. So it was just a plain kind of design page. So I just striped it out with alcohol markers, and it just looked boring. So I actually got a Mickey silhouette, and I painted it black, and then I put sparkle Mod Podge, the sparkle Mod Podge on the silhouette, and you can see how it sparkles. I glued it on, basically collaged it on, and then I outlined it in white Signo gel pen, just so it would pop out of the page. And I think it made this page funner, actually. So if you have a page like this in a book, this is something you can do to do something fun. But yeah, lots of different things in this book. There's some samples right there. The next book doesn't really need an introduction, but it would be the Fairy Celebrations book by Clara Markova. And I have started a couple in here, but the reason why I selected this one is because sometimes you need a picture that just looks really pretty and makes you feel good inside, and I think Clara's books do that. They do take a lot of time for me because I try to do a good job doing them. Like, I started on this one. I need to finish it. And I want to say I was using, I think, Derwent Color Softs. Then I started this one, and I need to finish it as well. I've only worked on these two because this is a newer book of mine. But these are just super cute images. Lots of cute little faces. And if you haven't seen one of Clara's books, all of them are just beautiful. Cute Halloween one, if you're in quarantine during Halloween. The next one I would choose is Ivy and the Inky Butterfly. The reason why I chose this one is because it has a story in it, and I figured if I was in quarantine, I'd probably want something to read as well as color. And it is a very thick book as well, nice thick paper, and a lot of us already know who Johanna Basford is. Like, I did this one, that's my daughter's name. I'm going to give it to her when I'm done. But like, I put washi tape here, and this is pencil, and just kind of had fun with it. I haven't done very much in here because this is a relatively new book too. But lots to do. Lots of flowers. This would be a fun one to do in the month of May because of the flowers and Mother's Day, and you could color it. If you're a quick colorer, you could color this and give it to your mom for Mother's Day, and that would be fun. Like, I'm working on this one, and it's a work in progress. I started off with a pencil. They're Rogetin pencils, and didn't love them. I felt like I had to put too much pressure to get color. So then I switched, and then I couldn't get my colors right, but it'll eventually work out all right. Yeah, that one, Inky and or Ivy and the Inky Butterfly. And the last book I chose was this one, The Whimsical World Big Book Coloring Book. This is 100 illustrations, and they're by Molly Harrison. All of these are just super adorbs, guys. I just love Molly's work, and the fact that there's 100 of them, love it. She actually sent this one to me because I had won a contest, and I absolutely love it. I have not colored in it though, but I do love it. I had the other ones, the smaller versions, and I've colored in those, so I need to color in this one as well. But if I was in quarantine, I have 100 of them here, so that's cool. But as you can see, single-sided images, super adorable, very easy. You could do with markers, pencils. If you're courageous, go with your watercolors. You could do color palettes, all sorts of things. And this is just a combination of all our books combined. Super fun. And super cute, too. Yeah, so just to sum up, these would be my 5 books. Whimsical World, a big book. Ivy and the Inky Butterfly. Fairy Celebrations. The adult coloring book Treasury 2. And Coloring Kawaii Mandala Magic Volume 1. And the 3 people I tagged were T from T's World of Adult Coloring, Grace from Grace's World, and KP Colors. And I hope you guys have a wonderful day. Thanks for watching. Happy coloring, everyone.